NAMI offers free support and education programs to families and peers living with mental health conditions. We also offer advocacy and public awareness activities related to mental health conditions. I'd like to briefly review the specific programs NAMI offers in Hawaii to family members. And with the help of Kumi MacDonald, who will cover for us peers living with mental illness. So NAMI education initiatives use the peer education approach that is the heart of NAMI programs. The peer education approach is based on the lived experience of volunteer teachers and presenters who are people living with mental health conditions or are family members of loved ones living with mental health conditions. NAMI is committed to offering current information, a variety of solutions, and understanding and empathy to all participants in our education programs and presentations. Our goal is to build a compassionate learning community where you are not alone and we strengthen each other. We envision a world where all people affected by mental illness live healthy, fulfilling lives, supported by a community that cares. So Kumi's going to tell you about peer programs that support people living with mental health conditions. Thank you very much, Kumi. We're looking forward to your words on this. And I encourage everybody to start your video so that we can all see each other and enjoy each other. I know you've done a great job of not doing that in the last session. But
okay, so should I share now?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kathy, and the Big Island ladies. We just love you all. We couldn't do it without you. So peer education. So NAMI's language for people living with mental health conditions, we don't call us consumers anymore. I am not a consumer anymore. I am someone who contributes to society, and I live in recovery from a mental health condition. And oh, Amy could also share. Maybe Amy, would you be able to share a little bit about the support group once I've done with the peer-to-peer education information? So some of the things that NAMI provides is not just supporting the family members, but people in recovery with mental health conditions. And that includes anyone who struggles with any type of mental health condition. But some of the more serious mental health issues, such as bipolar, depression, PTSD, anxiety, those mental health conditions, we have special classes for people living in recovery called peer-to-peer. Now, this is a new program we're bringing to the islands, and we're going to have training for this in summer. And you have to self-identify someone living with mental health issues. But what we will do is teach people who are really interested and committed to teaching these courses. We're going to be offering that training free of charge. And then we will offer these classes throughout the year, and it's 8 weeks. And what we teach in these courses are things like setting a vision for our future, how to partner with our providers, develop confidence in making decisions, stress reduction tools and practices, learning to share our stories, strengthening relationship, enhancing communication skills, and just learning about treatment options. And then the other program that is a very vital part of NAMI is our Connection Recovery Support Group. And Amy Morton, would you be able to share a little bit about that?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I am at work right now and I wasn't sure I'd be able to attend. So I'll just give you a quick rundown of what we do in Connection Recovery Support Group. So I'm one of the facilitators. I run the group. It's the second Tuesday of every month at 6:30. We moved everything onto Zoom during the pandemic so that we can reach a larger audience and we didn't have to pause our offerings during the pandemic. So Connection Recovery Support Group is for anybody who is 18 years or older living with a mental health condition. We don't provide therapy there. What we do is provide group support. So we go through a general agenda every time we have a support group meeting. We do a welcome and introduction. We go through our group guidelines and principles of support. Then each person gets a few minutes to share basically any information they want about what's going on with their mental health condition. And then we'll break out into a group discussion. So as a group, we share wisdom about issues that maybe others are having in the group. So it's a place where you can come. It's a safe space to share any issues that you may be having, to get support from the group. It's a place that we provide hope to others living with mental health conditions. I'm also a peer living in recovery, so that's why I've opted to volunteer and facilitate the support groups. We offer 2 every month for anybody who's interested. So please, you can email me or email NAMI directly, and we'll add you to our email list. You'll get the Zoom link every month for our support groups. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amy and Kumi. Appreciate that. Another important way that NAMI Hawai serves our state is by offering free, confidential family support groups and family education programs. Currently, we offer 3 family support groups on Oahu and 1 each on Kauai and the Big Island. Our Oahu groups meet in the evenings on the first Thursday of each month, the second Tuesday, and the fourth Tuesday of each month, currently via Zoom. Please visit our website, namihawaii.org, to get contact information and specific start times. So that's namihawaii.org. You'll get that information. The first NAMI education program I'd like to mention that Kumi already mentioned is our NAMI Family to Family program. And it's for 20 hours and it's done in 8 sessions. It includes presentations, discussions, and interactive exercises. Topics include how to solve problems and communicate effectively, how to take care of yourself and manage your stress, how to support your loved one with compassion, how to find and use local supports and services, up-to-date information on mental health conditions, how mental health conditions affect the brain, how to handle crisis, current treatments and therapies, and the impact of mental health conditions on the family and their loved ones. The second program I want to share about briefly today is NAMI Family and Friends. This curriculum was developed in 2018 and it's open to the public. Participants are not required to share information during the presentation. The presenters model sharing their family story about their journey with their loved one living with mental illness. Participants learn about warning signs of mental health conditions, mental health diagnoses, mental health treatments, communication strategies, crisis preparation, coping techniques and empathy, the importance of self-care, recovery, and NAMI and community resources. Participants have an opportunity to meet other people in similar situations and gain community support. This reinforces the NAMI slogan, reminding us you are not alone. All this is done in only 4 hours, so this program is suited to people who are very busy and cannot attend a longer education program. It's also suitable for people who want a short or introductory review of the material covered in the curriculum. I'd also like to mention NAMI's belief system and principles. These are, first, you are the expert, the best judge of what works in your own family. We encourage you to trust your own instincts and take whatever you find helpful in our education and support programs. Second, you don't need to know everything. You need to be able to find what you need. Third, you cannot know what no one has told you. Fourth, mental health conditions are biological, like any other physical illness. And fifth, mental health conditions share universal characteristics. So we focus on symptoms and challenges rather than specific diagnoses. Many conditions have similar symptoms and challenges for families and their loved ones. Now we'd like to invite you to join us in being part of a support group, offering mutual support and understanding around living with mental illness in our loved ones. And I'm delighted today to introduce you to Susan McGovern. She's going to raise her hand there. And also Diana Sanchez. These are our very talented support group facilitators, and they're going to take it from here. I'm just going to be the techie from now on until we wrap up. And so it's about 10:22 and we've got until 11:10. So it's a bit shorter than our usual session, but I think you'll really enjoy it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diana, and I just wanted to welcome everybody to our online family support group. We're really grateful to be here with you today, and we hope that this meeting will encourage you to join one of a number of NAMI support groups, which happen every month on Zoom. And you can find out more, revisit.
I can
And-
see you, Rob. So is that what you are intending?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were reading.
Oh, sorry. You can find out more information on the NAMI groups by going to namihawaii.org for all the times and the dates. Before we begin our support group, we wanted to share a few housekeeping requests and reminders. Please, if you could, turn on your video, as this is one way in which we can support one another. And no screenshots, please. And also unmute yourself unless there's a lot of background noise going on. We're going to follow the same structure as the NAMI monthly meetings by I'll start by reading the agenda and the guidelines. So we're going to be going over the principles and guidelines, and then we'll have a 1 to 2 minute check-in, a group discussion, and then we'll be closing. And we're going to try to start and stop on time. Time limit for check-in, again, is just about 1 to 2 minutes. And we want to remind you to please use absolute confidentiality, be respectful, be mindful of others, no monopolizing the conversation or crosstalk, and let's keep it in the here and now. And remember, we try to empathize with each other's situation. So next,
Can I just mention that we are recording right now, but I will turn off the recording once we get to the participants. When it's us sharing, I'll keep it on, but when the other people want to share, I'll turn it off, okay?
oh, that's good to hear. Thank you. So here are the NAMI principles of support, and I was hoping that we could all take a turn, one person at a time, reading each statement. And I'd like to ask Susan to begin by reading the very first statement of the principles of support.
Well, thank you, Diana, and good morning, everyone. So the list of principles of support, I'll start off with number 1. We will see the individual first and not the illness.
Catherine, would you mind reading number 2?
We recognize that mental illnesses are medical illnesses that may have environmental triggers.
And Belinda, would you mind reading number 3?
We understand that mental illnesses are traumatic, and I believe that's events.
Yes. And Amy, would you mind reading number 4?
We aim for better coping skills.
Thank you. And Andrea? Number 5.
We find strength in sharing experiences.
And KK, how about number 6?
There we go. We
Sorry.
stigma and do not tolerate discrimination.
Thank you. And Jane, would you mind reading number 7?
Number 7, we won't judge anyone's pain as less than our own.
Thank you. And Mary, would you mind reading number 8? I think you need to unmute yourself, Mary, if you could. Well, all right. Donna, are you available for reading number 8?
Some of them are not able to vocalize because they're working.
I think
Thank
that's
you.
right.
I'm on another webinar. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I'm
That's
just
all right.
listening. I'm listening.
All right,
If that's
Donna.
okay.
Okay, well, that's fine. Then
Thank
how
you.
about Andrew? Would you mind reading number 8? Yep. Oh, and Rachel, I think she said that she would be busy with her
Yes.
dogs and her children. So I'll read number 8. We forgive ourselves and we reject guilt. And then Susan, would you mind coming back? Or Kathy, how about number 9?
Okay. We embrace humor as healthy.
How about Kumi for number 10?
We accept we cannot solve all problems.
Great. And then Susan, do you mind covering number 11?
All right, number 11, we expect a better future in a realistic way.
And I'll read number 12. We will never give up hope. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we'd like to remind you that, and I'm going to read this as a quote, NAMI classes, presentations, and support groups are a safe space to talk about religions, faiths, and beliefs in context of mental health and wellness. NAMI values encompass inclusion, and we embrace diverse backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives. We encourage the use of I statements when sharing your own experiences to foster safe and productive conversations, as everyone's experience is unique and relevant to them. So please make sure that the primary focus of sharing is on mental health. So let's open the meeting by sharing a bit about ourselves. We invite you to take a couple of minutes to tell us your first name, what island you live on, the diagnosis, if there is one, and an issue that is of pressing concern to you right now. And I'm going to call on Susan. Would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and your loved one?